Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about Devil's Master. I'm Roy, also known as the Mansplain Big Brain.
Wow. And I'm Fallon, aka I went into Phoenix Mountain blindfolded and prank gone wrong, tragic, tree destruction.
We have a friend here today. We have a special guest cultivator, the Canopy Manatee himself.
There I am.
There he is.
The Canopy Man. Who the hell are you?
Yeah, hey, I'm Brooks. They're calling me the Canopy Manatee. You're hearing it more and more. I know not much about this novel.
Semper Funny.
Semper Funny, absolutely. Welcome to the show. We're happy to have you.
Absolutely. Now, the thing is, you do know everything that there is to know about this because you did listen to my good summaries.
Yes.
Every word of this has passed through my brain.
Just the whole
At
thing.
least pass through it.
Yeah.
It
It has certainly gone in on whether it went out.
Or retained itself.
It came in and said hello, and that's all it needs to do.
I'm in the nightmare, and I'm in the middle school test that I forgot to study for, and the one question is who is the main character, and in parentheses it's Wei Wuxian, and I say it's Wei Wuxian, and I get a 100.
There you go. That's what you need to know.
We did it. All relevant information has been absorbed.
And then I flip it over and it says extra credit question. What is demonic cultivation? And I say, can't help you there, Chief.
There's a bonus question that says, what chapter are we reading? And you're supposed to put the funny one.
You
and
said,
that's how you get
Chief,
extra
that's
credit
not
on
my
it.
wave.
So, yeah, that's what we're here.
Yeah.
Fucking finally.
And typically before we get balls deep into the chapter, we talk about a little episode of the funny little TV show that they've had going for a couple of months, where they're all chibis and they cause problems on purpose.
Love that.
It's Benevolent Trollface, the series.
Benevolent Trollface. It is called Modazushi QQ. Much
like how Wei Wuxian himself is Benevolent Trollface, but a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's his whole shtick.
This episode of Modao is actually the final episode that we're getting before the third season of the Donghua comes out in the summer.
Yeah.
Get pumped.
I'm fucking pumped. I am sad, though, because it's going to be the last one, but...
It is going to be the last one, but it had a very good run. 3 seasons is respectable.
It had a good run. Peace, rip, F, paying our respects. I kind of want to save talking about this last, because this, like you said, it's the last Q.
Mm-hmm.
The final Q drop. I want to save talking about this for next week, because this is a big old chapter, and I
won't remember it next week, but we can do that.
I want to give it the respect that it deserves, the respect and attention.
Okay.
And the next chapter is like 3,000 words long, so it's like a third the size of this one.
Oh yeah, this was a pretty thonky one.
Yeah.
It really was a thonky one. So that's totally fine. I'm cool with that.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be reading the extremely nice chapter 69, which I put in my, I titled in my PDF chapter 69 nice.
Because you must.
You gotta.
That's what it's called.
It's what it's called.
Legally, you have to title nice after something with 69 in it. I'm sorry to say it.
Take it up with MXTX.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna do my little summary, and then we can read this thing.
Yeah, hit it.
I thought you said MXPX, and I was like, okay.
That's what I always fucking think.
I think I will. I would love to talk to them.
Written by Christian punk band MXPX.
That we all know and love.
That we all know
Happy
and
to
love.
be here.
Yeah, happy to be
That's about, the degree to which your familiarity might be with MXPX is about my familiarity with this.
There we go.
And that you've listened to all of it and you like it.
Yeah. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna do my little summary. I have this one, boiled down to the stupidest terms possible, so hopefully I can get through this one in 2 minutes. Also, chapter 69, nice. Departure, part 1. Suddenly it's flashback time again, folks. It's about 15-ish years ago in the past, and it's time for a big creature hunt on Phoenix Mountain, and all of the big boy sects are here for it. Wei Wuxian basically triple dog dares himself to do the whole blindfolded thing to own the Jins. He goes in, and he's vibing in a tree, and some mystery person that he assumes to be a girl because of heterosexuality comes up and takes a kiss of him, and it kind of, like, knocks the wind out of him, and when he takes the blindfold off, he looks around, and eventually he finds just a very distraught Lan Wangji punching a tree. Jin Zixuan and Jiang Yanli approach, and we get, like, a big history of them, and Wei Wuxian, like, assumes that Jin Zixuan's mom is, like, making him be nice to her, because they're 20 years old and they still need their moms to help them. Relatable.
Yeah.
He basically asks her out, and she turns him down, and he goes tsundere, and he says his mom invited her. She goes to leave, Wei Wuxian jumps out to White Knight for her, and he makes a scene, and a bunch of other Jinsec people come in. They, including Jin Zixuan's mom and his cousin Jin Zixun, who's an asshole.
They could not have made that name choice more confusing, by the way.
I'm still mad. But Jin Zixun accuses Wei Wuxian of Hunto's a third of monsters here, and Wei Wuxian is like, well, fight me then, and then Jin Zixun insults the Zhang sect, and that's where the chapter ends.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like a big chapter, but also the first, like, 3 pages are just descriptions of everybody looking
So
cool
true.
on horses.
Yeah, they all roll in. They're looking fresh as fuck.
The drip on everybody?
The drip on everybody. Because in this evil, cursed world, you have to learn how to ride a horse in order to be considered a gentleman. So, I mean...
There are 2 means of transportation. There's horse and sword.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Or you can have a horrifying combination of the two, where the horse has swords for legs, called a swarce.
Swarce?
Watch me swarce right in.
That's it!
That's Max when he throws out Bloodbraid. God. So... we just get, like, descriptions of all the dudes coming in. The Lan sect comes in and they're very handsome.
The Lan sect is the most beautifulest of the sects.
Yeah. That's the one thing you gotta know about them, is that they're handsome and good boys.
And another thing you gotta know about this society is that if they think a boy is pretty enough and he comes in on a horse, they're legally allowed to hurl flowers at them to show them how pretty they are.
Just beat him with a flower.
Yeah, so that's what all these ladies do. They get so verklempt at how beautiful Lan Xichen and Lan Wangji are, riding in on their beautiful white horses, that they have to throw flowers at them for
You simply must.
you?
reasons.
You gotta. Of course I would.
You know, I really would.
I truly would.
I would give these boys
right.
their flowers.
Hell yeah. Give them the flowers they deserve. And then here comes Zhangcheng and Wei Wuxian looking like shit.
They don't look like shit. They
Comparatively, they look like shit.
Okay, so if the Lans were like the Lord of the Rings elves, okay, like Arwen and Galadriel and all them people in their beautiful, like almost glowing horses, then the boys running up the back are like Aragorn and his boys, all right? Because they're hunky, but they're not quite on the ethereal level as the boys that came before them, but still perfectly validly handsome. My mom would agree. My mom, big Viggo Mortensen fan.
God.
Real big.
My mom brushing my hair before picture day. You look valid, son.
Exactly. The thing is, Wei Wuxian is Aragorn back when he's still Strider and he looks like shit. He's like messy. He's sitting slovenly on his horse.
Being gross.
Yeah,
because he's already the Yiling patriarch at this point.
Yeah.
So he's 20 years of old.
He is 20 years of old. He's the scary necromancy boy that everybody loves to hate.
And the reason we get introduced very suddenly to Zhangcheng and Wei Wuxian, who are behind the lawns, is because Wei Wuxian has chosen to throw a flower at Lan Wangji. Because why not? as Brooks said, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't
yeah,
you?
for sure.
I mean, do we need to even act this part out? I mean, it's basically just they come up and Wei Ying he's just being annoying.
He's being an asshole. Lan Wangji's like, did you throw this flower at me? And Wei Wuxian's like, no! What are you talking about? That's hilarious. You're insulting me. I'm insulted.
And then Zhang Sheng's like, you fucking did, though. And he's like, I know, it's funny. It's a good joke.
And Zhang Sheng is the one who has to apologize for him.
Because like, he's the boss of them.
Sorry about him. He's stupid. He's a dick.
Sorry about my dumb brother. I'm always having to say this. Yeah. Then there's like just more cool boy introductions on horses.
More cool boys. Jiggy is the one who announces the Nie sect.
And I love this. I love this bit so much.
And Nie Mingjoy is so handsome.
He's so big.
He's so dignified.
It just starts out with how big he is.
He's so huge.
The first sentence in this paragraph is him big.
And everybody is too scared of him to fuck him. They can't even think about wanting to hit it. Because they know that they would be crushed to dust within seconds. So he doesn't get any flowers because people are too scared to throw flowers at him because they think that it'll upset him. And he'll go nutty with his saber.
Yeah. The dudes love him, though.
The dudes go wild. They go hog wild.
They're think he's
so
the coolest
excited
man.
to see that boy. That's their boy, dude. He's basically like a walking earth, walking war god man.
He's doing his WWE ring entrance.
Yes, he's playing. What would his ring entrance music be?
That's a good question.
Something with a pretty cool heavy riff. You know, something understatedly badass. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to come off too strong because, you know, his presence already sort of overwhelms people as it stands.
His presence can be summed up as him big.
Big.
And then Huaisong is next to him looking like a SpongeBob plushie.
He's a little Weenie Hut Jr. boy. He's in his beautiful robes with his beautiful jewelry on. He's decked out.
Afterward, he'd probably only stroll around Phoenix Mountain enjoying the view.
Literally, everyone knew that his saber never really got the chance to be unsheathed. He's just there for the appearances, man.
He's just vibing.
Whatever. He's the second son of the sect leader.
Whatever. He's here to look good and not do anything.
Come on,
it's respectable.
You really want to see him mess up those nails? He worked so hard on his nails last night, and it'd just be a shame to get him all dirty in the forest. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Who would do that?
Who would do that? Only a fool would do that.
A fool would ask this of me.
Only a fool would do that. I've been listening to a lot of Steely Dan. A lot of Steely Dan.
That's the vibe for the entire universe right now, it would seem.
That's true. As a country and a society, we're sort of going through our Steely Dan phase.
President Biden brought Steely Dan back. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
We were living in Footloose, but for Steely Dan for 4 years.
We may not have gotten any checks to save our lives, but we did get Steely Dan again, thank you.
Yeah, he brought the funk back.
He brought the funk back.
Thank God for Joe.
Steely Joe.
Steely Joe.
We're always calling him that.
We're always calling him
Steely
Joe.
That's what I'm always calling him. I mean, I'm glad people are finally getting on the bandwagon there.
Giving him the respect he deserves. So we're fucking stupid.
So after Qing Hunye, the Yunmeng Zhang sect finally gets their chance to shine.
And they're just kind of looking up at the
they cut to the rich people
the bleachers.
Seats.
Yeah, the VIP lounge.
Yeah.
And it's
Madame Jean is there.
Yeah.
Zhang Yanli is there.
Yeah.
Madame Jean just loves the shit out of Zhang Yanli.
She's decided that this is her daughter now.
Absolutely. She's completely adopted her.
It's good. I like it.
It's wonderful. And Zhang Yanli is she's pretty much vibing with it. It's fine. And then she sees Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng down there, and she's like, what was she, though?
She's the one in the VIP lounge who, like, she's not watching the game, but, like, her brother is in it.
Yeah,
so she's there. She gets to be there. She's having some chips. She's having a nice wine.
She's having some canapes. And maybe a shrimp cocktail.
Where are my shrimps?
And so
then the jeans come out.
Well, first of all, Zhang Yanli uses every ounce of her energy and strength, as MXTX wrote it, to throw 2 flowers at Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng, who were riding by beneath her, which I feel like that's a little bit insulting, but
here's the thing, it doesn't say that she didn't, like, knock them the fuck out.
Yeah, maybe she literally, like, baseball lobbed one of them.
I think she baseball lobbed them both.
Mm-hmm. She wound up, she, like, lifted her knee up and shit and just went for it.
Yeah, so, baseball guys are doing that.
Baseball guys are
doing that.
It's baseball. She scores the first touchdown.
She hit the goal.
She hit the first goal, and she's also calling it sports ball at the same time.
Yes. And then here come the jeans. And first of all, we have Fuck Lord Supreme, Jiggis.
Fuck this guy.
The man himself. All you need to know about this guy is fuck this guy.
Yeah, this is the worst man.
Don't care for this man's vibes, personally.
They're rancid. And then there's, like, so the guys the Jean guys come out and they decide to do archery show-off shit.
Of course.
Just because. And Wei Wuxian doesn't like it. He thinks it's stupid. Because they don't like Jin Zixuan. He's been canceled.
And he comes like serpentining through on his horse. He does like a backflip on the horse. He shoots a couple arrows into the sky and kills a couple civilians, but it's cool because it looked cool, you know?
He just throws an arrow like a paper airplane and gets a bullseye.
Wei Wuxian's like, God, fuck this guy. And Zhang Cheng's like, hey, hold on. Our sister really likes him, so you have to be nice to him. You're not allowed to criticize him if our sister likes him.
Can't talk shit.
And Wei Wuxian's like,
she's not in hearing range, but you can't talk shit. That is simply rude. So they're watching, and
he says, well, so long as he doesn't make Shijia cry again, we'll be chilling.
And Zhang Cheng's like, I had no say in it. Like I had to bring her. Mm-hmm. Whatever. And Wei Wuxian is like, yeah, his mom made him bring her. It's all his mom doing it. He fucking sucks, bro. His mom gets him to do everything. Where'd you get your bow and arrow, idiot? Your mom get it for you?
Rich piece of trash. So they come up and it's eventually to this like line of targets.
Yeah, they're doing archery fun.
It's a little opening ceremony festivity.
Feats of strength.
The feats of strength. There are some rings on the targets that dictate the paths into the forest, and the harder the target is to hit, the easier the path is going to be to get into the forest, or whatever. So of course,
whatever. We all know this.
Jin Zixuan pulls up. He rolls up. He shoots his arrow, and of course it hits the target because he's the best boy on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
The only boy.
And then his asshole cousin with almost the same name as him comes up.
He's just his yes man. He's his hype man. He comes up, he's like, hey, y'all, how cool was that? I bet nobody can beat that. Bitches, you guys are so dumb. Look how cool Jin Zixuan is. That's my cousin, bro. Like,
and Wei Wuxian is like,
can't deal.
Let me cause problems for this man.
Uh-huh.
So, he goes up to the lawn boys, and he fucking says, give me your chastity headband so I can blindfold myself.
Because it, of course, has to be Lan Wangji's chastity headband, because that's the thing that he knows will make everyone the angriest.
Oh, yeah. Now, Brooks, from the summaries, did you get the gist of the chastity headbands?
No.
No.
It's all good.
Basically, so all of the boys in the Lan family wear these, like, forehead ribbons, and it's supposed to, like, represent them being pure and good boys. And Wei Wuxian doesn't know that, so he keeps doing problems with them.
Yeah,
and making an idiot of himself.
And with the forehead ribbon headbands, you can really only take them off in front of your, I don't remember what they call them, like your fated one or whatever, like your wife.
Yeah, your wife.
Sure.
It's basically like outside undies.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Wei Wuxian, we know he is constantly fucking with the headband, because first he didn't know the significance of it.
Nobody bothered to tell him.
Nobody bothered to tell him because they figured he already knew, because they figured it was such an obvious thing that he would have some kind of clue about it, but he's Wei Wuxian, so of course he doesn't.
They pulled him out of a garbage can when he was 9 years old, and they expect him to know these things.
And so,
literally,
he's a fucking dumpster baby, basically.
He is.
Unfortunately,
Dirty little smelly street child.
it's depressing, but it's true. So he has to borrow the forehead ribbon, and Lan Shichen is the one that's like,
He's like, bro,
hey, buddy.
how about we don't do that? How about that's like an important thing to us? Like, it's cute that you would think that we would do that, but we're not gonna do that.
And Lan Wangji's like, but don't bother. Lan Shichen's like, okay.
Okay.
John Chung's so fucking mad at Wei Wuxian for doing this.
Every time he's in a scene, you could say the words Zhang Chung is so fucking mad.
God.
And that would sum up his role.
He says, why do you want his forehead ribbon? To hang yourself into a Minecraft? I can lend you my belt. You're welcome.
God.
Like, God!
Jesus.
And I just don't understand why Wei Wuxian does the things that he does. And Wei Wuxian's like...
Because he's benevolent, Ray.
Benevolent
He's nice.
trollface. I understand.
We don't need any... He's benevolent. Nothing more to say.
And Wei Wuxian's like, nah, I'm good. So he takes a thing off of his wrist and he fucking ties up, he covers his eyes with it as a funny meme. And then he does the archery now. And his archery does real good. It does just as good as Jin Zixuan's, and his eyes are covered. Isn't that such a fucking meme? Isn't that just so epic? Wow. He really trolled them, didn't he?
He trolled them so fucking hard. Fucking owned.
Bro.
I have a lore question.
Yeah.
This is the one thing about this series that I don't understand yet. So if I'm looking through my notes and I want to make sure, is the chastity headband, is that different from the magic organ that you have when you lose that you become normal and that's worse than death?
Yes.
Yes. Because every cultivator has one of those magic golden organs, and only the Lan family really wears the headbands.
Yeah.
The little ribbons.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the ribbon is that's just an accessory. That's not an organ they have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know if maybe it was like a translation thing.
No. No, the organ is their golden core, and that's the thing that they have to do, like a shonen training montage to build up. Mm-hmm. And once it's...
And that's... The golden core is different from the one guy who gave his human eyes to his platonic friend and then left forever.
Yes. Yes, just his platonic friend.
Yeah, his platonic best friend.
Yeah. Those guys did both have golden cores, though. They did.
Yeah.
And there was another...
I get it. Thank you.
Yeah.
There was another instance of someone giving their golden core to another person.
But we have yet to touch on that.
We've yet to touch on that. That's
gotcha.
That's an extreme instance.
Brooks, I am here to answer any and all lore questions you may have.
Please, God.
Please at any point, if anything occurs to you. This is the Q&A episode, actually.
We're very excited about
enjoying
it, as it turns out.
The What the Fuck is Cultivation episode. 65 episodes in.
I just found out that the Cloud Recesses is just a guy's house. It's so exciting for me.
Yeah.
guy's house.
It is.
It's not like, it sounds like it might kind of be heaven.
Right.
But it's just where a bunch of stuck-up people live.
It's the nerd's house.
Yeah.
They have a big outside Banui room.
I thought it was like, I thought like the whole thing like took place in the Feywild, which was the cloud recesses. But no, it's just a guy's house.
I mean, pretty much.
Wow, love the cloud recesses being the Feywild. That's very good.
I mean, the cultivation world, as they call it, kind of is the Feywild.
You right?
What are these guys? What are any of these people if not D&D elves? They have a baby name and a grown-up name. They do magic, innately.
They're all absurdly beautiful.
There you go. It's the same shit.
Wow, elves and cultivators is the same.
As it happens.
Woo! We made a discovery today. I love that. So Wei Wuxian does this thing. He does this thing, and Jin Zixun is not happy about it because it means that his boasting proved to be incorrect, and somebody actually could do it better than Jin Zixun.
Wei Wuxian gets his bullseye, and then he does the, 2000s AIM dancing owned gif.
God!
And then Jin Zixun gets mad and he says, "Let's fucking go."
He's mad as fuck. Wei Wuxian's like, alright.
Because Jin Zixun is like, bet you can't do that the whole, he will never be blindfolded for the entire competition, and then by the end of the chapter, he's spitting his cereal out.
Yeah, hardcore.
Wei Wuxian invented cereal just to have people learn how to spit it out.
Yeah, that's a very consistent tenet of his, personality there. That's very concise. I like that.
Zhang Cheng is trying to make sure he isn't making a fool of himself, but he's determined to make a fool of himself.
Yeah, Jiggis comes up to him, he's like, hey, you guys better get on in there. Jin Zixun's probably gonna sneak on in there and steal all the prey. And Wei Wuxian's like, don't worry about it, man. Yeah. We got this.
And then they go in, and Wei Wuxian immediately decides that he's done enough and it's time for a nap.
Yeah, he's chilling.
It's time to relax. He sit in tree. He slaps the branch. This baby can hold so many me in it.
Yeah.
And
he plays a little song.
Yeah, he plays a little tune. And then he become aware of person.
There's a person here.
Now this part
he's got a little flower that Zhang Yanli threw at him. And he almost falls asleep. He hears somebody coming up. And he's not too concerned about it because they don't really, I don't know. It says he has no killing intent. The only way I can understand him being able to glean that would be like, is there a smell that you have when you have killing intent?
Well, he didn't hear the JoJo sound effects, the do-do.
Oh, true. So he's like, so it's completely silent. He goes, hey, you hunting?
You out here hunting?
No, the other person says nothing. He goes, well, better, get away from around me, because I got all the good shit. Sorry about it.
The thing I like about this chapter, and by I mean get mad at, is that, later on, it's like, he's being accused of, he got a whole third of all of the critters that are out here, and he's hogging it, and that means he's bad. But, it just goes, in the text earlier, one page before, it just goes from him going into the forest or whatever, and immediately to him sitting in a tree, because he needs a break already.
He's just chilling.
Nothing about him doing any hunting or anything. He just says, I gotta go in and get my sleep on.
He just goes and gets his sleep on. He wants to take a little napply nap. He's not taking it too serious. So, dude just continues to...
Well, you say dude.
It's not dude. We don't know whether it's a dude or not. I'm sorry. Random person.
We can either confirm or deny.
Continues to approach. He says, oh, you're approaching me? And just like that, he gets pushed up against the tree.
He is taken a kiss of.
He is taken a kiss of. They originally only grab one of his hands, and he's about to be crafty and try and attack with the other hand, but then they realize that that's what he's trying to do, so they grab both of his hands, they give him big kissy. Big kissy.
Big kissy.
Big kissy.
Big old
and they're trembling a little bit as they're doing this, so they're a little bit scared, and Wei Wuxian's like, oh, poor girl. She must just be so terrified. She's so courageous for coming and doing this to me. This beautiful girl, this frail girl that I'm imagining in my head, because it can only be a girl, right?
Yeah.
So
beautiful's girl.
He convinces himself that it's just some very jerked but slightly self-conscious girl taking a kiss of him.
She's nervous but jacked.
And then they bite his lower lip and they leave.
Uh-huh.
And Wei Wuxian's like, Jesus Christ. He may never walk again. It was
I had a big old drink of coffee in my mouth. I don't know why I couldn't swallow that.
You all right with that?
I'm good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Careful.
I am fine. That was close, though, because some of the, I've been choking on my coffee a lot lately.
Glad you made it.
And it's been really bad every single time. When you drink something and it, goes down the wrong pipe?
Yeah.
Or, your body wants to sneeze or something at the same time you happen to take a drink. I've been having those, and they've been so fucking bad. I had one that, sent me into a coughing fit that I was still feeling, 8 hours later.
Oh my God.
I was suspicious. I was like, I don't have novel coronavirus 19, do I? I was like...
The beer?
I was very... It was scary.
Dude. I'm glad it's okay.
She survived. Prayers for me.
Thoughts and prayers for my baby dog.
Thoughts and prayers.
So he is weak in the knees after this.
Yeah.
He's really feeling it.
He got the wind kissed out of him.
He did.
And he's like, what the fuck? Because we find out either right here or a tiny bit later on that at 20 years of old, he has finally gotten him first kiss.
That was his first kiss ever.
He invented necromancy before he got a smooch.
He talks big shit, but he's a virgin.
Yep.
Mr. Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
There it is. Got it in one.
Reincarnation.
So
he looks around, he finally is like, what the fuck? And he takes his blindfold off and he's looking around and he doesn't find anybody, and then he starts hearing some thumps. And he looks over and Lan Wangji is just punching a tree.
Yeah, Lan Wangji's over there. He's very upset. And he punches a tree in half.
You can tell that he's upset because he's punching a tree in half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Subtext.
Do you remember when Rob Stark did that?
Yeah, because he was pissed off for some reason, and then his mom came and said, "Give me your sword," and then she started doing it.
Yeah.
To show to show the audience that she is also pissed off.
Yeah. Punching tree parentheses representation of angry.
It's the subtext to me.
It's the subtext.
I call this the Tywin tree, she says.
That's why Lan Wangji is punching it. He knows it's going to do crimes against him.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's preemptive.
He's mad at Tywin Lannister. He so Wei Wuxian sees him and he comes up and he's like, Lanjian, what are you doing?
And he's like, Lan Wangji does not look very hot. He does not.
He's looking like
good.
A fucking animal.
He's got bloodshot eyes. He's foaming at the mouth.
He's growling.
Getting nutty with it. Absolutely. And Wei Wuxian's like, wow, so scary.
Fucking idiot.
Lan Wangji tells him to get the fuck out.
Wei Wuxian immediately jumps to, I just came here, you want me to go? Do you really hate me that much?
Stay away from me!
Get away from me.
Lan Wangji is not feeling it at all. He goes, get away from me.
He's having a moment.
He's
feeling very normal.
He's really having a normal one, and this is the first time since Big Turtle Cave that Wei Wuxian has seen him lose it like this. He's like, what the hell happened? What is going on?
His sword out.
Like, if you want to talk, we can talk. You want to talk about it?
He's like, oh god, you think you talk about?
He literally takes Bichan out, and he's like, nah, bro. He says nothing, and he cuts some more trees down, commits some more environmental crimes.
Think I might deforest this place.
Because he got horny and he's mad about it. Ooh. I mean, it's a very understandable and relatable emotion.
Because he did what the chastity headband is supposed to keep him from doing.
I, too, hate being reminded that I'm horny sometimes. I hate it.
I hate disobeying my garments.
Every time I do it, I set myself on fire and start over again. Disobey my garments.
Is that not what he's doing?
Is that not a cake song?
God. The sentiment and use of clothing.
So he's
But Wei Wuxian isn't stopping. He just keeps going and like being annoying. He's like, "Are you okay? Like, are you dying? You're feeling normal, huh?" And Lan Wangji's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm not having a crisis. Actually, I'm laughing. I'm not owned.
I'm not owned.
My eyes aren't bloodshot. And these are victory eyeball tattoos."
Lan Wangji is like glaring at him, just like looking at him very hard.
It's bad.
And
then Wei Wuxian just like goes into, "Hey, you ever kissed anybody?" Genius.
And he thinks about it. He's like, if Zhang Cheng were here, hearing him ask such a frivolous, ridiculous question, he'd throw his fist over for sure. I would too. Shit, you're annoying as hell, boy. And Lan Wangji's like, who wants to know? Why?
Who want to know?
And Wei Wuxian immediately clocks this as, of course, he's never kissed anyone before. He doesn't really consider the fact that Lan Wangji was the only person in the area immediately after he was sneak attacked. Doesn't consider that Lan Wangji was upset about something.
He would never connect two dots.
No. I'm sorry to say, you will never see me connect dots.
You simply will not catch me doing this.
This is not something that you will ever see me do. It's a fool's errand to connect dots. It's the clown's way.
The clown's way. Mo clown zoo.
I don't have time to connect dots. I have a life to live. Useless.
I have graves to desecrate. I have war crimes to commit.
I have thingies to miss.
I simply could not connect dots at this juncture. But yeah, he calls him out on being a virgin. He's like, "You're never gonna get kissed, haha, loser." And then he fucking owns him. And
Lan Wangji's like, "How do you know?"
And
which, fair point, honestly.
Yeah. And Wei Wuxian's like, "Oh, because I do it all the time. I'm always kissing girls."
And like, haha, you look like such an uptight Poindexter. Nobody would want to kiss you. I mean, and you would never want to kiss anybody anyway. I can't even see you doing that. Haha, you wouldn't initiate a kiss. I don't think you're gonna kiss anybody until you die.
You're gonna die from not kissing anybody. Jerk, idiot.
Like, that's not. I don't understand why he seems to think that's an own. He's very stupid. And he's just sitting there, and Lan Wangji is like completely stone-faced. He's like, calmed down a little bit though.
Yeah. And he's like, "What about you?" And that's when Wei Wuxian says, I'm always getting girls, I am always fucking and kissing.
I've had so many little kissies in my life, and big kissies too, you have no idea.
That's what his t-shirt says.
Yeah.
Read the shirt.
Literally just says, "I've had so many lil kissies in my life," and on the back it says, "and big kissies too."
Yeah, you say, "Oh, but at least they are not big kissies," and then he says, "Hang on a second," and he turns around.
Have I got a surprise for you, buddy?
God. So then they hear people coming. And because he just loves to grab people and pull them into bushes to hide, he does that.
By people,
By people, I mean Lan Wangji.
Yeah.
Because this is the second time he's done this. I mean, well, technically, this is the first time he's done this. Chronologically.
Chronologically, it's the first.
Narratively, it's the second.
Yes.
But he pulls him into the bushes, and then
tells him to shut up.
Yeah.
Like, you had to tell Lan Wangji that.
They have to hide because they don't have a trench coat that they can both hide under.
Jesus.
And then they see the people who are approaching, and it's Jin Zixuan and Jiang Yanli. They're out. He's,
They're having an afternoon stroll through this monster-infested battleground.
Right? What the fuck?
I guess he just, like, needed to find whatever time he could to spend a little quality time with her, In the middle of this shit. I don't know about that, bud. That's not the most romantic thing in the world that you could have done, but who am I? I'm just spitballing here.
I'm just some asshole. He did get the bullseye, so he is able to go down the easy route.
That's true. He is currently on Easy Street. The monsters have been contractually informed and obligated not to attack him at all.
They're walking down Sesame Street.
Won't you tell me how to get...
They find Big Bird dead on the side of the road.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, he was the first one to go.
But they watch them. They're walking. And this is where we get the big the lore.
And Wei Wuxian is pissed off just to see them walking together, and Lan Wangji gets the vibe, and he's like, what the fuck happened between you two?
He's like, what's your problem?
What happened, man? What's your problem? And Wei Wuxian just goes, like, refuses to answer.
Did Lan Wangji forget that Wei Wuxian got kicked out of school for punching Jin Zixuan?
Yeah, I think during that time, Lan Wangji was more just focused on Wei Wuxian as a person, and his thoughts were too clouded by this boy that made him mad to remember the reason why he suddenly left his life.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
He very much did get expelled from magic school for punching this kid.
Yeah, so, Lan Wangji, I'm thinking there might be some animosity in there.
There might be a little bit of animosity. So, but then we get like a big, like 2 entire pages of Jin Zixuan, Jiang Yanli lore about, how like,
their moms used to be best friends. Yeah. And it's interesting, it says used to be the dearest of friends. I wonder what happened.
Probably death.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, she is dead now, huh?
Yeah, remember when that happened?
Shoot.
Oops, awkward.
Wow, that's weird.
Awkward, wow, cringe.
Big cringe.
Cringe for forgetting that.
Sucks that she died, but Madame Jean didn't have to die. That sucks. I
Rip to her, but Madame Jean is different. But, so they were friends, whatever.
They basically promised their unborn children to each other, regardless of what gender they were, which, queen shit we stan.
Queen shit forcing my children into a marriage against their will.
So
that's pretty girl boss, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jin Zixuan ended up being more beautiful and talented than anyone could have anticipated. And, I mean, he's also kind of a bitch. But Jiang Yanli still liked him, and he thought he was too good for her,
Yeah.
And it made Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng yell with anger in a few instances. I like imagining that, where he's just Jin Zixuan rejects Jiang Yanli, like she holds up a bowl of soup, and he's like, no. And then Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng are just over there like, ah, ah. No! Just a random atonal scream. There's no other way to release their anger.
Stupid. I mean, they are dumb little boys. At that point, they're just little children.
They're just little children. And Jiang Yanli, I mean, she's okay with it, but it probably made her feel like shit.
Yeah. We get, like, this anecdote about her making battlefield soup. She made tummy soup.
Yeah, she goes to the Sunshot campaign and makes food for the cultivator boys. And she brings Jean Zichuan this bowl of soup every night, but she doesn't let him see her. And one night, she puts the bowl of soup down, and a servant girl is super opportunistic with it, and
she takes credit for it.
Yeah, she takes the responsibility.
And James Zichuan is like, okay, good, I'm going to promote you. And then he catches Zhang Yanli in the act of Mako's soup, and he thinks that she was, like, lying about it or whatever.
Yeah, it's been, like, too long since this girl more or less admitted that she was, erroneously admitted that she was making the soup, that he just straight up doesn't believe
fucking
her.
lying to his face.
Yeah, exactly. Zhang Yanli tries to explain that, no, it's been me all along, and James Zichuan is just so convinced that he couldn't possibly be wrong or have been given the wrong information that he publicly humiliates her. And she starts crying a lot.
I'd punch him too. And
I would too. And does he get punched here? No,
I don't think he gets punched. He gets like sternly talked to.
Yeah.
He gets publicly denounced, but he doesn't get any censured. He doesn't get any actual punitive measures taken against him. But basically, like, the underlying narrative of this is, like, he sees her doing this nice thing, and, like, asks her, why are you doing this nice thing? And she says, I simply like to do it, and then he says, me pengy.
He doesn't believe her at first, but also
the truth is in the pangy, actually.
The truth is in the panky. Panky?
Panky?
The me panky. And me panky. So they take out servant lady. The truth gets revealed, and Jesus is a little bit embarrassed. So Zhang Yanli stops bringing him soup because she's been insulted.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Because fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. And he tries to act like he's not interested, but he keeps asking more and more about her, after the Sunshot campaign ends. Because just trying to keep it casual, but he's a fucking nerd, so it doesn't work.
He's trying so fucking hard. So then we, like, cut back to the present, and they're walking, and they see this big dead snake monster.
Also, Wei Wuxian, let's not skip over the fact that Wei Wuxian calls him a male princess.
God.
A conceited male princess. So that's just fun.
A blind man who only looked at appearances. I love when we get a phrase like this that's, like, obviously something that sounds very good and makes a lot of sense in Chinese, but makes me, a white American who only speaks English, go, that doesn't sound quite as good, and I don't get it.
Whom?
Whom? Who does what? Beg your pardon?
You can have that. So Jean Zichuan tells her that it's a measuring snake. Explains, he's like, oh, it only looks scary.
He mansplains the snake to her.
He does mansplain the snake to her, as if Zhang Yanli didn't grow up in a cultivation sect.
This is so... the fucking animations... The animated series staff saw this one dead snake in this one scene and said, we're going to run with this snake. We're putting this snake in everything.
We like to see it.
They love this snake. I gotta say... I do love the snake. I like the snake. It's really fun.
I mean, immediately upon seeing something, it thinks it might be taller than. It gets as straight as it possibly can.
It stands up on its tiptoes.
It stands up on its tippy toes. It's like, okay, all right.
It's trying to be...
Are you taller than me? Oh, no, you're not taller than me. It looks like it's dinner time.
It's the fear of every dude who's 5'11" coming up against somebody who's 6 feet tall.
The 6 foot... Why does the larger man not simply eat the smaller one? It's that post come to life.
It is.
I appreciate the measuring snake. Wiping out the short kings of the world.
God. Why does Ross, the measuring snakes, not simply eat the other friends?
So when I was reading this part of the chapter, I got the vibes of that part of Ariel Needs Legs where she's walking along the beach with Prince Eric. He's like, Flareon is the only fire-type Pokemon, spitting these hot facts.
It's like, yeah, but it's like if Ariel needs legs if that part of it didn't work.
She goes, ooh, I can't fuck him.
Yeah, because it's more like he says Flareon is the only fully evolved fire type that can't learn Solar Beam, and she just says nothing, and so he keeps going on, and he's like, its base stat is its base attack stat is very high, but it doesn't learn a whole lot of physical-based fire moves, but the thing that you can do is that it gets Guts as a hidden ability, and you can use that to your advantage if you give it a Toxic Orb. And she's like, It's just going on and on. Because, like, he's a king. He's trying so hard. He's... Because, like, he's used to, like, when he's with a girl, he's used to them going, oh, wow, you're so smart. And he's, like, not hearing anything, so he's like, guess I'll keep talking. And then, but she's just like, it'd be good if we didn't, like, kill creatures.
Yeah, that's all Zhang Yanli is concerned about. She's like, I just hope nobody gets hurt.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? They only value or prey who don't hurt anyone. If you go to the Lonling Gene Sect's private hunting grounds, you'd be able to see many rare monsters.
The slow slide of him into fucking George Peterson voice.
Yeah, I think he's George Peterson to me.
He might be...
He might be George Peterson.
He might be George Peterson.
My new band, they might be George Peterson's.
I'm moving on up.
God, so then he's like, tries to ask her to like, come over. He's like, I have a cool house. You can come over and see my cool creatures. I'm not gonna be busy next month.
Yeah,
and she's
you wanna
like,
come watch me hunt?
Yeah, and she's like, whatever.
I'm good.
And he's
really
so
need to
mad.
trouble yourself. He's like, what?
He does Drew Scanlon blinking gif. He's like,
you don't want to hang out with me? But I'm cool.
I'm cool and rich and handsome.
My pussy is popping.
He says, but my meat is huge.
But my meat is huge.
He literally says, but then what are wrong with my penis?
Then what
My penis weenus.
My penis weenus. But my penis weenus.
And she just like, she doesn't really answer him, and he's like, you don't like watching hunts? And she nods. She's not into it, and he asks why she came. And I mean, she came because Madame Jean invited her.
It's like, your mom wanted me to come, and she's like basically my mom now, so what am I gonna do? And he gets mad. And
he's like, do you not like watching hunts, or do you just not want to be with me? And she just goes, no, which is the most confounding kind of answer for that question.
I love to ask an and or question and then be replied to with a yes or no answer.
Yes, it's fantastic. It's my favorite trope.
Shit my mom does to me all the time.
Oh my god.
Are you coming over tomorrow or on Monday? Yes. And then she doesn't come over on either day.
Owned,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I've gotten stood up by my mom like 5 times this month. She keeps saying she's gonna come over to like help us pack or like help clean up something, and she just doesn't come over. And she's like, "Oh, sorry."
Are you mad?
Sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted going to the grocery store for the 3rd time today.
Yeah.
No better time to go to the grocery store, I say.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted taking the puppies on a 5-hour walk.
Yeah. Sorry, I took the dogs on a walk and they took me to North Carolina. Sorry about it.
Sorry, we walked to the ocean front and back.
Yeah. So Jin Zixuan gets mad, and he's like, who cares? My mom invited you anyway. I didn't do it.
And that's exactly what Zhang Yanli was afraid of. So she's kind of devastated.
Yeah. She's like, all right, I'm gonna leave. I'm feeling fine and normal and not insulted whatsoever. I am not hurt. And then this is where Wei Wuxian decides that he's gonna jump out of the bushes and
punch him.
He's here to White Knight.
Yeah, he's here to White Knight for his sissy.
Is it White Knighting if it's for your sister?
No, not really.
It's virtue signaling.
It's
yeah. And so John...
I respect the women I'm related to.
Horrible. God.
But he fucking jumps out and he stands between them like a fucking idiot.
And Jinsey Schwan goes, why is it you again?
I think now, like, this is an actual scene where many people are talking.
Yeah.
Many people are saying lines. So I think we can finally do some action here.
So we've got Jinsey Schwan, we've got Wei Wuxian, we've got Zhang Yanli.
I don't know if Lan Wangji actually talks at all.
I don't think so. It's Suntai. We've got Jinsey Shun.
Madame Jean comes in. Many people. We'll get to him when we get to him.
Yeah.
We could trade off again, or I've been Wei Wuxian a lot.
I'll be Wei Wuxian this time around. I'll be that messy one.
The messy boy. messy, nasty little boy. Then what we got?
We got Jinsey Schwan. We
got Jinsey Schwan.
I don't think Zhang Yanli actually, talks.
She does eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? How about we decide by vibe?
Yeah.
Trial by vibe.
Trial by Viber.
Brooks, I will give you the choice between mansplaining nerd who's never been rejected before.
The rich boy.
Rich boy. Or, bully in an 80s movie.
I'll take bully.
Okay, cool.
Word.
Alright, I'll be Jinsey Schwan then.
Alright.
Okay. Brooks, you will come in, I think, in a little bit. Not quite yet.
Okay. I'll be busy trying to find it on my phone because because technology is amazing.
It's really good. Okay, so Wei Wuxian jumps out and Jinsey Schwan is like, Wei Wuxian, why is it you again?
And Wei Wuxian steps in front of Zhang Yanli. And he's mad as fuck, and he goes, I haven't fucking said it yet. Why is it you again?
Let him drop the F-bomb.
Absolutely.
Let him say fuck.
He deserves it.
Attacking because of nothing? Have you gone mad?
And Wei Wuxian smacks him, and he goes, that's exactly what I'm doing. What do you mean because of nothing? What are you doing trying to grab my shijit just because of how ashamed you are? And then, because Zhang Yanli was about to leave, she was walking away from him, and Jinsey Schwan decided he was gonna do a grab, and that's when Wei Wuxian had enough.
You do not touch her. Should I be doing George Peterson voice for Jinsey Schwan?
Yes.
we did discuss
please hit
it,
the George Peterson.
All right.
That GP, baby.
I have to talk through my teeth. Okay, where the fuck was I? If I don't grab her, should I let her walk randomly around the mountain alone?
And so he starts to swing his sword, and then there's another sword glare there. And you know who it is?
Hong Guangjun?
And there's Lan Wangji. He's standing, I think, in front of Wei Wuxian, who is standing in front of Zhang Yanli.
This is they're all so stupid. All of them are dumb. All of these people are idiots.
So Wei Wuxian is about to come forward and attack Jinsey Schwan again, and Zhang Yanli grabs him, and she goes, "Asha, Asha."
And then there's a big old group of people come in. They drop in because they're making a scene.
Yeah.
And that's about enough. And the first line here is "What happened?" and that's your 80s bully line.
What happened?
Oh fuck yes.
Absolutely.
So Jinsey Shun and a bunch of his boys are here.
Because they saw the sword glares and they could tell there was going to be trouble. Because in this universe, you can tell who is fighting by their sword glares. They have they
light up like Sneakers.
Yeah, pretty much, and they're personalized.
Yeah.
So everybody's sword glare is different. You can tell which sword the sword glare came from. So everybody knew that Lan Wangji and Jinsey Schwan were
about to go in.
They had that shit out.
Yep.
They had the lead out.
It's popping.
They were popping off.
And so they said, let's make this crowd even bigger. And so him and his boys come in, and he sees he gets another line. He's got this little line at the end of that paragraph there.
Swan, is Wei making trouble for you again?
None of your business. Don't worry about it for now. And then he sees that Wei Wuxian is about to take Zhang Yanli away. And he's like, stop!
You really want to fight? That's fine with me.
This is so hard because these two fucking assholes' names are the same. They're the same. They're one letter apart.
Mr.
You gotta have
Bully
an
is
eagle
next.
eye. This is you, Brooks.
Fuck, my eagle eye.
My
I was
eyes.
like, time to rest and take big sippy. I'm done. My work is done. Wait, just what do you mean by going against Zhishuan so many times?
Who are you?
You don't know who I am?
Why should I know who you are?
Exactly. Some fucking idiot.
He's just a
Walmart
rando.
Jinzu Schwan.
He rocks.
Yeah.
And so we get a brief recap of Jin Zixun's military prowess, which
His words
is
and deeds.
Being in the back of the line because he had a widow boo boo.
He had bone spurs, so
He had bone spurs,
He
so-
dodged the draft.
Yeah, he got
was a
hurt
bitch.
at his job at the Epic department.
Yeah.
He didn't get to see Wei Wuxian in action because Wei Wuxian was he was on the front lines. He was doing a majority of the work during the war.
He had very busy necromancy plans.
So
Sure.
he
Yeah.
thinks that all of the rumors about Wei Wuxian are just exaggerations, basically. But here's the thing. Just a little bit ago, Wei Wuxian had gathered up all of the dark creatures, that's what they call them, with a whistle.
A whistle.
And so he called away...
Blood whistle, hear its cry.
Yeah. He called away all the fierce corpses. And they had nobody to fight.
Yeah.
So, and now he's up here, he's insulting Jin Zixun by having no idea who this rando asshole is.
Sure.
Of course. and he's mad about it.
He's mad.
He's real mad about it. And
then some more people come in.
and it's the fancy the Jean people. I was gonna say Jean boys, but Madame Jean is
Best
Madame
Genus
Jean
is
there.
here.
Best Genus is here.
Yes.
Mom Genus is here.
And so
She's got a denim sword.
Mom Genus floats on down.
We're just gonna call her that now.
Mom Genus, yes.
Mom Genus. She comes down and she's mad. And Jin Zixun sees her and he gets another line.
Ew!
Were you? Yeah. My auntie. Oh yeah, I'm Jin Zixun. Mother, why are you here? And then
And then he remembers
the archetypal mother.
And she looks around and she's like, "What is happening? What is this?" Jin Zixun is like, "Why did you bring so many people over? You don't need to interfere with the things of the hunt."
the things of the
The
hunt.
things of the hunt.
It shows he has no fucking idea what he's talking about. Don't interfere with the things of the hunt. They're very important.
I'm having fun with my friends.
The processes. You've interrupted my sleepover.
I've got a mouthful of cereal.
My mother will never interrupt us.
Corky Crisp.
She comes in and just, like, spends the entire page owning the shit out of her son. She calls him Cringe.
Who wants to be Madame Jean?
Ooh,
Brooks, I think between me and you, do you want to be Madame Jean? Do you want to own this little bitch boy?
Yeah,
You don't have to
be
do
my,
a
be
falsetto
my own
or
aunt.
anything.
Yeah, be my own
Yes.
aunt.
Be your own aunt.
Could you tell me a little bit about Mom Jean, like an improv style? Can you give me like a suggestion of sort of her vibe?
I mean, everything we've gotten about her so far has been, like, in this chapter. This is pretty much the first time she's shown up so far, I think.
She's an aristocrat lady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's she's just a rich mom.
Okay.
Yeah, rich society
basically.
mom. Yeah.
Stop thinking so full of yourself. Who told you that I'm here for you?
I'm not coming to deal with my son. Why would I do that?
Literally, she makes a beeline towards Zhang Yanli because Zhang Yanli looks upset. And she walks over and takes Zhang Yanli's hand. And she's like, she completely switches up.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee, why are you like this?
I'm not sure it comes up later on, but the A in front of it is just pronounced
Sorry, it's my first chapter. It's my debut.
Hey, it's totally fine.
I'm still learning how to pronounce my child's name.
You're good. No, you're totally fine. Just in case it comes up again.
Ali, famous boxer, why are you like this?
Miss Mohammed. And Jung Yeon Lee goes, "Thank you, madam. I'm fine."
Did that damn little brat bully you again?
Now you just sound like Linja. Have you ever seen that lady? She does like short form cooking shit on TikTok and YouTube. Oh my God. She's this little old lady. She kind of sounds like Marge Simpson. It's very good. It's very good. Oh
Yeah.
no, little Linja.
Yeah. Madam Jin is talking about Millhouse in this scene.
Fuck yes.
That damn little brat.
I think she should have Marge voice to me.
She should. Yes.
Punished Marge.
Punished Marge. And Jung Yeon Lee's really quick to deny that Jin Zixuan hurt her feelings. She goes, "No.
Look at how my boy's posting cringe."
She rocks.
She's really good." And Jin Zixuan is uncomfortable.
He's just like
Madame Jean knows immediately that Jung Yeon Lee just lied to her because her son's a piece of shit.
Her son's an idiot and
She gets mad.
He's like, "I told you to be based and you're out here posting cringe."
Where is my based nephew?
My son is cringe.
Am I the asshole Reddit? My son is cringe.
This is so fucking fun. Because, like, if you boil it down, it's just this lady coming in. It's a guy gets mad because he asked a girl out and she rejected him, and then her brother comes in and calls him an idiot, and then his mom comes in and also calls him an idiot.
He gets owned by like 3 different people.
It's just an ownage pileup. It's so fucking pathetic.
Because this guy sucks.
What an idiot.
They're not going to let him get away with it.
Why would they?
It's
He's
really
just sitting
good.
there like cylindrical April Fool's SpongeBob, just getting owned in public.
Just here to get owned. Madam Jean, Mom Genist, she gets a line. Because Jung Yeon Lee says no, and then, yeah.
Jin Shixuan, do you want to die? What did you tell me before you came out here? I'm Marge.
Evil Marge, it's Punish Marge.
Evil Marge. Punish Marge. This one's just... And Wei Wuxian goes, "No matter what your son told you before he came out, Madame Jean, it'll be fine as long as he and my Shijie walk separate paths from now on."
He just decides this.
Yeah, he's mad as hell. He's going ahead and he's speaking for her now.
God.
Because big little brother, literally little brother knows what's best for her.
My little brother who was a foot taller than me, my huge little baby brother.
My huge little baby brother. It's true to life, because your brother is like a solid foot taller than you, Roy.
My brother is so big.
He's a large man.
It's... I need him to stop being so huge.
He looks like a lumberjack.
Bigger brother theory.
Bigger brother theory. Yeah, so he's mad. Madame June is like wiping Jung Yeon Lee's face and going, "You look so nice."
Squad wipe on one guy.
Yeah.
We got a number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
And then Madame Jean starts doing Orange Justice.
As she deserves.
Did y'all see that Peter is rumored for a new Fortnite skin?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Griffin. Like PETA?
PETA,
Yeah,
yeah.
PETA.
I think it's freaking sweet to
Peter,
me.
like PETA?
It's freaking sweet.
Pretty freaking sweet, dude.
Peter of Lois.
Peter of Lois.
I'm ready for the funny chicking to be next.
Oh, that's gonna be so funny.
That's gonna be so funny, dude.
It would be really funny. I'm waiting. Do they have a Rick Sanchez skin in Fortnite?
I'm not playing it until they do.
Well,
boycotting the game until I get to play as Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez Fortnite. I'm just gonna Google
0 results. I can't believe it.
What the fuck?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh wow.
There are results. Art challenge Rick Fortnite skin.
So it's still a dream.
It's
still in the concept stage.
Fortnite voice trolling as Rick Sanchez. Thanks.
Excuse me, Jesus Christ. Oh,
classic Rick.
Yeah. This is the second episode in a row where we're just Googling something having to do with Rick and Morty.
Ricking Morty.
This is like I've been like sitting politely for like 75 minutes because I'm out of my element, but then it's like as soon as Peter and Rick show up, I activate Ultra Instinct.
I think Peter Griffin. What if Peter Griffin were a Chinese cultivator?
Mm-hmm.
No.
What if Peter Griffey Jr. threw baseball?
Peter Griffey Jr.
I think Jin Shun should have Peter Griffin voice. Personally.
Oh my god!
I think every character in this going forward should have Peter Griffin voice.
Yeah, because I will say in the Donghua they animated him a little bit huskier, so he could theoretically have Peter Griffin's voice. I'm saying Peter Griffin to avoid copyright infringement.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get the smackdown from Seth MacFarlane himself.
Seth MacRogan.
Seth MacRogan.
What if, like, Seth MacFarlane took you to court and then, like, after, like, he won the settlement, he said, like, victory is mine in the Stewie voice to own you?
What if he took me to court for copyright infringement of several of his characters and he went up and took the stand as each one of those characters and provided a witness statement? I get so owned. I go to jail for 1,000 years.
And he said, "Oh, I'd like to call Brian to the stand. I'm Stewie." and the judge is just like
around.
The judge is just like sustained.
Sustained.
So Seth MacFarlane turns his chair around. He takes a couple deep breaths. You can see him doing like the hand passing in front of his face a couple times. And then he turns back around with a martini in his hand.
God.
I'm here to talk about how shitty Fallon Bondurant is. I can't do any Seth MacFarlane voice.
Whose leg do I have to hump around here to get a good settlement?
Not a one.
I'm googling Peter Griffin in quotation marks plus MDZS.
I don't think so.
Also in quotation marks. Not getting a lot, but
Thank
I'm hoping
God.
for the best. What the fuck is this?
Oh,
hold on.
what?
Let me just pop this in the chat here. No, not that. I already did that.
For tonight.
Give me the.
I think you
thing.
hit the wrong button.
Did I hit the wrong button?
This is worse than the time I went to the cloud recesses.
Oh my god.
I was thinking last night that the structure of this novel is basically just a bunch of Family Guy cutaway gags.
God!
Am I wrong?
No. Oh no.
There we go. I don't know what is going on here, but it's pretty epic. It's pretty twisted.
You should post that in Night Marinara. That's something.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let me just hop in here. There we go. Okay, good.
Just throw some feed to the animals.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Where were we? What are we doing?
Epic Marge.
Epic Marge. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then Epic
Bully
Nephew.
Man. Yeah.
Yes.
80s movie bully nephew has a line.
Wait, Sean, your aunt is my senior. Speaking like this is a bit too presumptuous, isn't it? A little more Bill and Ted this time around, I think.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that vibe.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is saying this, basically.
Everyone is saying this.
And Wei Wuxian's like,
It wasn't directed at Madame Jean. Your cousin has regarded my Shijie with harsh words over and over again. If the Yunmangjong sect could tolerate it, then we wouldn't deserve being called an elite sect. How is it presumptuous?
We would simply not be 1337 lead.
We would be owned. Do you want to see us owned?
How is it presumptuous? How is any part of you not presumptuous? Today, in such an important hunt involving all of the sects, Garth, you really showed off your abilities, didn't you? 1/3 of the prey have been taken by you. You sure feel pleased, don't you? Radical, excellent!
Are you feeling pleased?
Are you feeling pleased? And this is the first that Lan Wangji has heard of it.
Hey, yeah, he don't know shit about it. 1/3 of the prey. He say. And then,
and
somebody, quote unquote, somebody, I guess some rando, is like, Hanguang Jun, you don't know yet, do you? A while ago, when we were hunting on Phoenix Mountain, we searched for a long time and realized that not a single fierce corpse or resentful spirit is left in the grounds. Ain't no zombies.
Ain't no zombies.
Ain't no zombies, ain't no critters. What's the point?
Somebody else is like, we only knew after we sent people to ask Lianfang Zun at the watching towers that less than an hour after the hunt began, a flute melody came from within Phoenix Mountain, and then all the corpses and spirits walked into the Yunmangjong sect side one by one and surrendered themselves.
Of the 3 main categories of prey on Phoenix Mountain, only the Fae and the monsters are left.
As for the ghouls, we were shot alone summoned away all of them.
You care nothing for the people and only care about yourself. Is this not presumptuous enough?
I want to go back just a second because I love the line, how is any part of you not presumptuous?
It's epic.
This man out here presuming.
I love this.
He really do be presuming.
I love this. Over 100 people who followed Cool Nephew emitted strong resentment. So this is just like a mob of like regular glowing emoji people who are one by one allowing each other to take a turn and do a long yell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, get it out, King.
Cathartic.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Let it out. God. And so, and Wei Wuxian goes, all right. Weren't you the one who said so? It was only the opening archery event. We could show our real abilities on Phoenix Mountain.
He laughed with a ha.
It's a special laughing technique.
Yeah.
And Jinzi Schwan.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
Yeah, because it's,
Yeah. What you're depending on is just a crooked path. They're not what you're really capable of. You're just playing a few tunes on the flute. How could it count as showing our real abilities? It's a good voice.
Sorry.
Me and my friend Brian used to do prank calls, and he used to use that voice.
Fuck yes.
And he would use, those are the prank calls where he would call up like the Richmond airport and like ask if they had any nude flights.
Clothes are ultimately a choice that we are choosing to hide ourselves from the others.
I think I'm still a bigger fan of him calling restaurants as like a girl and being like, yeah, I really like your restaurant, but I had a really big fight with my boyfriend and he stole all my clothes, so I was wondering if I could come in and eat nude.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I really, truly miss the days of prank calling.
Bygone era.
Crank Anchors 2021. Let's bring it back.
Crank Anchors 2021.
And Wei Wuxian's like, it's not as if I tricked or schemed, so why not? There were no japes. There were no goofs.
Me tricked?
I coaxed no one here into a snafu.
You can play a few tunes on the flute as well and see if any corpses or spirits would like to follow you.
The Ariel needs legs flute.
You can try it yourself, baby. I'm not breaking the law.
Go ahead, play hot cross buns and see what happens.
1 a penny, 2 a penny. With how much you disregard the rules, it's not much better than tricks and schemes.
Tricks and
schemes and Jepsen jokes.
Jests a little
and
bit.
Lan Wangji hears that, he does a frown.
He do a frown. Wonky frown.
And Madame Jean, you're pulling double time here, Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Her voice, so
rev up that Marge.
Regular and different voice.
Yeah.
Beloved nephews, you shouldn't. That's enough.
There you go.
Absolutely. And it says Wei Wuxian was too lazy to argue with him.
This man is not worth my time.
And he goes, fine. Then I don't know what could count as real abilities. Please take it out and win against me so that I can see what it is. Whip it out, bro!
Whip it out! If he could actually win, Jin Zixun wouldn't be as frustrated as he was now. God. Shit, I'm gonna get owned.
Speechless for a moment, the more he thought about it, the more indignant he felt. Me? That's a big mood.
That's the danger of thinking.
Yeah.
But it's only natural that you don't think you're in the wrong. It's not the first time that young Master Wei has disregarded the rules. You don't wear your sword in both last time's flower banquet and this time's hunt. It's such a grand event and you care nothing for courtesy. In what regard do you hold us, the people who were present with you?
And Wei Wuxian pays no attention to him. Instead, he turns to Lan Wangji and he goes, Lanjian, I forgot to say, earlier when you blocked the sword for me, thanks.
Thank you for white knighting me while I was white knighting for my sister.
So, Wei Wuxian is basically saying that Lan Wangji is the only bitch in here that he respects.
Sure.
That's basically it.
And then you get the last line of the chapter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, and I get to try some new words. Okay, so I'm doing Stannis, I'm clenching my teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the young man... Nope, that's a different character. Sorry, I can't do it through clenched teeth. Okay, I'm gonna do it regular style. Opa regular style.
Opa regular style.
So the Yunmen Jiang sect discipline is nothing more than this.
That's it.
Get their ass.
Got it. Owned
That's
them.
right.
Yeah.
Very good.
And that's the chapter.
That is the whole little thicky boy.
The thicky boy.
A thickly one.
God.
Instead of being sickly, you're thickly.
Thickly.
Thickly. Calling into work thick.
My name is Dick Thickly. How can I help you?
I'm the host of Snick tonight.
I need to take thick leave.
Thickly. Diagnosed with an incurable thickness.
God. But yeah, next time it's chapter 70, Departure Part 2. We have no more funny chapter numbers to look forward to. Aww. We do have episode 69 nice.
Yeah.
In a few weeks, so that's gonna be good.
I'm excited.
A bit of fun.
A bit of fun.
Just a little treat for us.
Mercifully, the next chapter is about a third the length of this beast, so that's...
Absolutely. This was a bit of a bear this week.
A bear?
Jumbo large.
Bit of a bear.
Jumbo spicy, big chapter.
Mm-hmm.
But I think let's do some Google Translate Essence Collection now.
Yeah, we've got to get the Google Translate Essence Collection.
The Google Translate. You gotta remember this, right, Brooks? You did this last time.
I do.
Yeah. So you know how we just read the funny chapter sex number?
Yeah. I love that.
I have some slightly spicy excerpts this time.
A little spicy?
Yeah. Nothing I don't think it'll be anything that you'll be embarrassed to read.
You know me. I'm good.
Yeah. I have 3 of them. One is a bit big, and one is very small. And then one is, like, medium. You know how it is.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so, these are from things that, like, I guess... You know, either the source material was kind of spicy, or the first one just has the word spicy in it, which is fun.
That's a funny word, so that's how you
it's
know.
It's a funny word, and I like it.
Spicy is always a good word to use.
It's good.
That I enjoy.
It's simply good. So, let me pop this in the chat, and y'all can take a look at it, and decide which of you wants to read it. This... This is from Japanese. It's from a tweet. And it's from, like, one of the pieces of promo art from the Donghua, like, just one where, like, Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji are just, like, standing there.
Uh-huh.
So that's all the context you're gonna get out of me or the universe.
Of course.
What
are we thinking?
I'll take the scraps. Whatever.
You better do it. Yeah, go ahead with this one, Brooks.
In sort of the improv tradition, can I just get a word? Just any word that comes to mind.
Banana.
Okay.
Sorry, I was thinking about Minions.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry,
Thanks.
I was thinking about it.
Sumi, when I saw the second creation, it is a very beautiful illustration. And bull? Currently, heavy, spicy morning. Hashtag, if you thought it was sugar, it was salt.
It was.
It sure fucking was,
It
dude.
do be like that sometimes, I will say.
Logging into AO3 and typing in heavy, spicy morning.
Yeah, that's my kink. What the fuck of it?
It is like the biggest disaster ever when you think it's sugar and actually it's salt.
Yeah, is that like their dead dove do not eat thing?
Fuck
No,
if
except
I know.
it's not, because you think it's something. Sorry, Jesus Christ, but it's actually something
Really
else.
channeling the sentiment and use of Rick Sanchez today.
The spirit and use of Rick.
I think the next time cons come around, it's my moral obligation to cosplay sexy Rick Sanchez.
Sexy Rick Sanchez.
Redundant.
So just normal Rick Sanchez. Things fell off of my desk. Oh god.
I got too violent with it.
You went too nutty with it.
Got a little nutty.
God.
Got a little nutty.
Alright, here's this next one.
All right.
This one's the longer one. Pop this in
Oh.
here. So the context on this one is, this one's from a fic, this one's translated from Chinese. I think what's happening is that they're about to bone down. Either that or like Wei Wuxian is like trying to get smashed and Lan Wangji is having none of it.
Jesus Christ.
He says, you would take me for a fool if
You
I
would
would
take
do
me
this
for a
right now.
fool.
I could not possibly fuck at this juncture.
Wei Wuxian is doing the McNuggies image.
Yeah.
Are you craving my McNuggies?
He's always doing that.
He's always literally that's a character that's one consistent character facet.
Past from chapter 113 on, he is always doing craving my McNuggies
You craving my
image.
McNuggies? Are you craving my McNuggies? All right, I'll do this one, I guess. The two have been together for several months, and they are not shy and screaming. And the tacit understanding cultivated is not necessary. After he gently pushed it, the blue forgets the machine and knows what it means. He lie down and changed to Wei Wei to sit on him. Blue John counts you for being blessed, Wei Wuyi said, under the body. The blue forgetting machine had already stood upright, and he sighed in his ear. For this, I cannot eat spicy at noon.
Me neither, dude.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
couldn't be me. I got a podcast
It gets
later.
harder.
Yeah.
It gets harder the older you get, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I eat spicy at noon, I'm regretting it at 8 p.m.
If I eat spicy at noon, I'm regretting it immediately, and then I'm eating spicy again at 8 p.m.
If I'm eating spicy at noon, there's going to be heavy, spicy morning afterwards.
That's what they call it.
Heavy, spicy.
I'm going to my gastroenterologist and he diagnoses me with heavy, spicy morning. And I say, why? And he says, it's because you ate spicy at noon.
From
That's
the
it.
charts, it looks like you thought it was sugar, but it was salt.
Dude, Blue forgets the machine never gets old.
The blue forgetting machine.
So, Brooks, for some lore, this is how every time Google sees the name Lan Wangji, this is how it translates it.
I love
It translates it into some form of blue forgetting machine. It's so fucking good.
It's Eternal Sunshine. Like it sees
It's
a tale as old as time.
He's the Eternal Sunshine Machine.
Yeah, he's Mark Ruffalo.
He's Mark Ruffalo.
Wow, if only he could have gotten that funny surgery for Wei Wuxian after he died, huh?
God.
Yeah, who could forget chapter 1 when Wei Wuxian woke up from being dead?
Who could forget the moral of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind being getting that surgery is good, actually.
Yeah. It's good to just forget your trauma instead of working through it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love to do it. Alright, this last one is very small. This one's also translated from Chinese.
Yeah.
This is just a bit of fun from a piece of adult fiction. But this isn't explicit, it's just fucking goofy. So...
Wow.
So I'll let you guys decide.
Brooks, I want you to tackle this one. That's all you.
Saddle the man
Subjecting
with
you to this on our podcast.
Woo-hoo! Bigger brother. Wei Wuxian twisted his waist. Bigger brother. Sort of a Macho Man Hulk Hogan style reading of Wei Wuxian.
like a very, very tiny Hulk Hogan.
Wei Wuxian twisted his Slim Jim.
Yes.
I got
Absolutely.
you for 3 minutes.
Just
No.
gorgeous. Just beautiful.
Very, very good.
Rest in peace to the man.
Holy shit.
Jesus fucking Christ. We
It's
have...
him like playing Splatoon on Wii U. Woohoo! Woo me!
Wii U Sean.
Make
Just
sure to click
imagining-
booyah back.
Yes! He's just on voice chat, being Macho Man. Oh yeah! Woohoo!
Woohoo.
Fuck yeah, dude.
When he's playing The Sims.
No.
Hey, Fallon,
Yeah.
what's the drink of the week?
The drink of the week, I'm actually, in honor of Brooks,
Yeah,
it is not an alcoholic drink.
yeah, I
I've
would have
got
had to... I would have had to have Brooks cover his ears for this bit, but
So my
The sip
drink
culprit.
of the week this week.
the sip
That's
culprit.
it. That's it. The sip culprit. My drink of the week this week is a Waterloo sparkling water.
Ooh, those are good.
Lovely. It's delightful. It's the blueberry flavor. And I gotta say,
Ooh.
I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. I love me a sparkling water.
They're calling me Shulk. I think it's I've been dipping into the watermelon and the grape flavors of that recently, which is controversial.
Oh.
But as the grape candy liker and the watermelon candy liker, I like it. But blueberry also very good.
Brooks, as always, you have the taste of a king. Those are the two best flavors.
Mm-hmm.
I love the grape flavor. I've also gotten the watermelon flavor before. I love sparkling water so much.
It's the perfect bev.
And before I started drinking wine, before I started working at a wine store where I'm basically required to drink wine, it was at least a pack of sparkling water every other day.
That's what's up.
That shit, absolute lifeblood.
Grip it and rip it, baby. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, I'm a grip and sip.
Sorry that their job mandates that they break edge.
Yeah,
That's capitalism for you.
contractually
capitalism.
obligated to break edge.
Breaking edge for the paycheck.
It's all right. So I'm glad that our drink of the week was accessible for all of our hosts.
Drink of the week for the fam.
For the family. Yeah, it's a family.
Meanwhile, like Roy is off the Henny right now.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. She's got that lean.
I'll talk about my drink because I had a good idea.
Yeah, it's a very good drink.
I needed a little afternoon pick me up, and I made myself some coffee. I have that donut shop blend, and
Ooh.
I took that. I added a little bit of my typical International Delight French vanilla creamer, but I also we decided to be TikTok teens, and we made some hot chocolate bombs, and I put one of those in it. And let me tell you,
Damn.
it's a good idea.
I'm
Sorry,
thinking
but
Dunkin'.
it's extremely good.
I'm thinking Dunkin'. I'm thinking dunking.
We were thinking Grisby Cream today, and it was the best decision ever.
We did
Well,
get some Krispy Kreme today.
When I see that the light is on, I simply say it's Krispy Kreme time.
It's Krispy Kreme time.
It's the little animal fucking, what is it? The instant gratification node in my brain when I see the fresh hot donut light on. I have to immediately cut my way through traffic.
Yeah, I turn left over the divider and I pull into Krispy Kreme.
tear into the Krippy Kreme.
The Krippy Kreme.
I need my donust.
Donust.
That's my favorite part. They're the now defunct, what the fuck was it called?
I don't remember.
The Donut Shack or whatever. It was this donut place.
Oh, Sugar Shack?
Sugar Shack,
yeah. Sugar Shack, yeah.
And they had a kids' room.
That's
where
what it
you
was.
could just draw, where the kids just drew all over the table and the walls while they enjoyed their donuts. And some child had just written on one of the tables in marker just donust. DONUST. And that was all just donust.
That's
like capital D too.
That kid is like the Avatar. We need to like find this child and make him president.
Donust. He's got a point.
The faded one.
I was still like, when I was child age, I was like reading like Rosie O'Donnell pun style joke books, and like that was the extent of my. I would have never thought of donust.
Donust is truly on another level.
Donust is fucking incredible. Oh, I miss Sugar Shack. Sugar Shack had such good donuts.
It was so good. If only the guy hadn't have gotten too big for his britches or whatever and like cheated people out of a bunch of money. I think.
Yeah, he like it was like it wasn't money laundering, but it was some kind of monetary.
He was taking the middle
something.
out of the donuts and selling them separately.
It was like it was one of those weird like economics big boy things that I have no idea what I'm reading whenever I read about it.
It was capitalism schemes.
He bought Donust coin. He lost it all.
Donust coin! Donust coin! It's the next big thing!
It's Elon Musk, please tweet about it. Please God, I've lost my donut shop.
Please, donust coin to the moon.
Do not sell. Please, you must hold.
He was firing the donust in a kiln to charge up his Bitcoin mines.
Yes.
Oh, God. We just went there one day and it was closed.
Yeah, it's like, hey, sorry
about it.
The landlord has taken control of this property. We're
Terrible.
like, oh, fuck
landlords.
And like, there was a sign that was like from the actual people who work there, like, yeah, this surprised us as much as it probably surprised you. We're figuring it out.
Yep.
And then we went back later and it's like, this property has been...
But the building is still there and it still has the signs.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I hope they do the thing that, like, buildings that you can tell used to be an Arby's do, where they keep the donut-shaped sign out front, but, like, try to subtly turn it into something vaguely related to, you know, like, payday loans or whatever. That's always what it is. Why is it every Arby's on the planet eventually becomes, like, a check-cashing place?
Right.
That's the natural progression.
I don't know what it is. It is an odd phenomenon, though.
When you see a hat sign shaped like hat, it's either an Arby's or a payday loan place.
Yeah, a title loan.
Title loan, yeah.
A title, like a loan shark house.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But
did we have any questions this week?
We do have some questions. If you would like to send us questions, you can send them to cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com/ask or via Twitter @cloudrecesspod. Just one recess. You don't need any more than that. I'm going to go to Tumblr first, because we have 2 of questions here.
2 of them?
Yeah.
All right. So let's hit this shit. Our first question is from Air2 Athens.
What the fuck is up, Chief Cultivator of the show?
What the fuck is up, Chief Cultivator Air2 Athens? They ask, as mentioned on the Discord, I invested in some skincare that looks like it was branded by the Lawn Clan.
Hell yeah.
I've been thinking ever since about the skincare routine that the relevant characters have and get viscerally angry over my certainty that Wei Wuxian uses hand soap to wash his face until becoming boyfriended with Lan Wangji. Please chime in on this. Have we talked about skincare before?
We've definitely done something skincare related. I
know have. I think that...
I definitely, like, very clearly remember talking about the Lawn sect having, like, a very elaborate 12-step skincare routine.
Yes, they use, like, rice polishing powder on their face. Wei Wuxian uses 3-in-1 shampoo on his face. It's like 6-in-1 shampoo, actually. It's shampoo, conditioner, body wash, exfoliator, toilet paper, drain cleaner, dish soap,
And donuts.
and donuts. His donuts to me.
Just wiping his face with a donut.
That's absolutely true, Heir to Athens. You're 100% correct. It's going to take a lot to break Wei Wuxian's bad habits. But I think he will eventually adopt better habits out of guilt.
Out of guilt.
Because Lan Wangji is just too good. And he feels inadequate in comparison.
He's got to do right by him. I think all of the sects should get a cool skincare brand.
Oh my gosh. Like, absolutely. Like, the Zhang sect has lotus petal and lotus water themed products.
Did Jane's have, like... They've definitely got something with, like, honey in it.
Yeah, honey or literally, like propolis.
They've got that shit. Did you ever, like, at like, a mall or whatever, have, like, one of those places that sold... There was, like, this...
The gold cosmetics?
Exactly, yeah.
Yes.
That had gold actually in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That shit. That shit actually worked for me.
It was
real
great.
bad. Yeah.
It was great. I hate how expensive it was because it was really good.
It's
surprisingly. Yeah.
It's grifts. Washing my face with just a big scam. I love to do it.
I love it. Just
washing my face with laundered money.
You can really smell the pyramid scheme in it. It really adds a lot to it. But absolutely. Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
Next question we have from Anonymous. And Anonymous asks, I reread the chapter for this episode, and I can't believe I forgot about the NMJ fanboys. What a mood.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway.
I'm them.
Yes, I'm them. Since this seems like the equivalent of throwing a bra on stage at a concert, what other things do you think get thrown at cultivators during these events? Perfume, jewelry, maybe a firstborn?
Panty,
hairpins.
I think they should start employing people to throw, like, I guess the equivalent would be, like, their robes at people out of a cannon.
Wow, I love that.
And ancient Chinese vampire times Maud Flanders gets killed by one. There's the converse of this is that there's also got to be people who, like, fucking hate whoever it is that's coming up on their cool horse, and they throw, like, George W. Bush shoe at them, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's right.
Hell yeah. I'm throwing a shoe at Jin Guangshan, personally.
I'm throwing a banana peel at Jin Guangshan.
I'm the fucking bitch McGuangshan fall down waiting for that to happen.
Bitch McGuangshan fall down. Fuck off.
McGuangshan fall down. That's what I want.
Fall off your horse. Fuck you. Fall off your horse.
God. Okay, let's go over to Twitter. These are the three of them.
Hitting Twitter. Friend of the show, Eru Viru Elvir asks, which sect would win if, instead of a hunt, the contest was karaoke?
Ooh.
I think that the Yunmong Zhang sect would win simply because I feel like Zhang Cheng would get really into it.
He would need to win on the principle of it.
Yes, absolutely. And Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng are like, Wei Wuxian just likes showing off. Zhang Cheng would need to win. So with their powers combined, absolutely would cream the rest of the
He needs to win to live.
I will say honorable mention to Lan Shichen, who did a very moving cover of In Your Eyes.
He gets very drunk and he has a good time.
Yes. Next.
Jesus.
God. Next question is from...
This one's for the gamers in the house.
At Leum Kleun 1.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about it. They ask, when Lanjan is punching the tree, did your first thoughts also go to punching trees in Minecraft? Here's my thing. I've never been that much of a Minecraft person. I've played Minecraft a few times in my life, but not extensively. Now that you mention it, though, I am heavy thinking about it, and it's very funny to me.
Punching trees, parentheses, in Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. In Minecraft.
Yeah. Not actionable legally.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you post on Twitter, I am going to punch a tree, you won't get banned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minecraft shenanigans, as we all know.
Might do some deforestation parentheses in Minecraft as a joke.
As a joke. For a meme. For the meme.
I'm gonna parody that tree.
Might as well redacted that tree.
So yeah, thanks for inserting that into our brains. Last question is from At Sky Vibrations, Chicken Wing Chingy. They ask, since we see Wang Ji and Wushan's first kisses in this chapter, tell us about your first kisses. Only if you want to, of course.
Ooh. I'll disclose mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it was stupid and, like, anticlimactic. It was, I was 15. It was in the middle of the cafeteria at school lunch in 10th grade. Back when I was still performing the fool's errand of pretending I was straight.
Yeah. With
my very first quote-unquote boyfriend ever, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, like, it was like the lamest little, like, that's all it was.
Such a boyfriend name.
Right?
Chris, absolutely.
We went on exactly one date, and it was to Taco Bell, and my mom drove us there and back.
Wow, how romantic. My first kiss, I was a freshman in high school. It was with my best friend in high school at the time, and we were both very high on ecstasy.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm kind of proud that my first kiss ever was actually with a girl.
Rub it in my face, why don't you?
The performative heterosexuality came slightly later, and it was horrifying, so don't feel too bad.
My first kiss was also with a girl, so just fun.
Hey! You're so brave, Brooks.
That's right.
Honorary lesbian.
Thank you, you're welcome.
Honorary lesbian, Brooks Oglesby.
We love it.
We gotta bud. Love that shit.
I kissed my first girlfriend, and she said, "Are you virtue signaling right now?" And I said, "Yes."
That's what it is. We got any more questions?
That's all.
All right.
I hacked your Tumblr and Twitter inboxes.
Oh.
There's one question from the Canopy Manatee, Brooks, and he just needed to check in on whether y'all have weighed in on White McCree controversy.
Oh God.
New McCree looks like shit.
New McCree looks like shit.
Horrible.
It's not him.
It's not
McCree. They've completely alienated
the McCree has been re-educated.
Oh, no! They whitewashed my man.
It's 12 p.m. That's not you.
They shoved a Mercer pill down his throat.
They literally are trying to make him look as much like Matt Mercer as possible, and it makes me so uncomfortable, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck?
It's horrible. I fucking hate it.
Ash, have you ever listened to the Joe Rogan podcast?
Oh.
I want to die. He looks so awful.
Ash, did you know that the real problem in our country is multiculturalism? Is cultural Marxism.
God. Me and friend of the us, Colin, spent just 5 straight minutes just going to back and forth, just saying New McCree looks like shit.
New McCree looks like shit.
New McCree looks like shit.
I'm personally insulted.
I'm not familiar with gaming. I don't really know what Minecraft is. I understand that people don't really like Blizzard for good reasons, but I still so I don't think this will happen, but I still have the Sonic the Hedgehog film style hope that they will just bow to overwhelming pressure and make him handsome again, like they did with Sonic Hedgehog.
It would be good.
They need to make him handsome again. They need to take away his weird little teeth and give him real.
They took off his belt buckle and replaced it with one that just says Q on it.
No, his serape is now an American flag with a blue line across it. They made McCree a cop.
I don't know who that is, but that is not my son.
Hashtag not my McCree.
They gave him a Guy Fawkes mask, belt buckle.
Oh, they gave him a katana. On his back. It was a present from Hanzo.
Jesus Christ.
He said, "You're from Japan, right? You want to get me one of them katanas? I just want to look real cool."
He went up to Hanzo and asked him if he was Chinese or Japanese.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not good. I'm not bad. But I sure as hell ain't Antifa.
Oh my god.
There's been much to think about. Much to think about when it comes to his the skin tone of his or lack thereof, but with all due respect, I do think that every bit of criticism towards that is deserved.
It is.
I do want to talk just a bit about how goddamn horrible his beard looks, because that's not getting enough attention.
Bad! It's really fucking
It's really bad.
every sentence of this conversation is like when you're in a Yu-Gi-Oh battle, that one video where he goes, ding. It keeps fucking taking me down.
For the last 2 hours, I've been sitting politely waiting to become like Weevil Underwood, being like, say goodbye to Exodia, but just like throwing in new McCree controversy as a sort of jokerification option for the pod.
Yes, I mean, the McCree minute is, it's coming back.
Jesse McMinute is back.
Jesse McMinute is back for a limited time, and we're here to talk about how much he sucks now.
It's McCree died, and this is a memorial McCree McMinute, and
he's replaced by a nasty little.
This is
clone.
it's like a Gallagher 2 situation.
McCree died on his way back to his home planet. That's what we're dealing with.
He did a fireworks accident to himself and died, and but now his brother McMee is here, and we hate him.
McCree.
So my name has always started with B.
Jorsey Mocree.
Jortsy.
Hello, my name is Jorsey. He's a hugger.
She's a hugger.
Even my legendary skins have jorts.
Jortsy.
Yeah, that would have been a market improvement on his new character design if they had just taken those jeans off at the knee. Or maybe at mid-calf. That's quite a look. They gotta be baggy.
Just being like, McCree, I noticed that you have on some delightful, huge basketball shorts.
It's gotta be Kevin Smith huge jorts on McCree for me.
Right, he was wearing his huge basketball jorts to his gasoline fight accident in which he died.
I'm imagining this. So he's got the body armor like normal, and he's got the cowboy boots like normal, but it's just a pair of oversized basketball shorts instead of jeans, and he just goes out there in battle, just hitting it.
He's the slowest character.
Styling.
He can't do the tactical roll anymore because he has to use one hand to keep his waistline up.
But he has 1200 HP.
His HP is correspondent to how many pairs of boxer briefs he's wearing underneath the basketball shorts in like a mermaid tail of layers.
I literally, when I was in middle school and I went to youth group paintball for some reason, I was scared out of my mind,
Same.
so I wore 4 layers of huge basketball shorts, unironically, to save myself from hurty.
I went paintballing with my church youth group. That was also my school because I went to an Episcopal school that was
That
really
rocks.
small.
Freaking sweet.
Paintballing with my school church group, and I didn't think I was going to get hit, and then I got hit a bunch of times, and I got upset about it.
I got hit a bunch.
So I know. Shut up! No.
Yes.
I don't. My accent's not that. Fuck. My accent's not that bad.
It's worse than mine. What the fuck?
I don't know why.
Out there on the paintball field looking like Toxapex.
Most of the time, I think I just pronounce words in a way that sounds aesthetically pleasing to me. So I guess the country accent has more of that.
Whatever sounds funniest.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the funniest way to say things. And sometimes that's saying it in a slightly country accent, pissing people off.
Sometimes it's just saying donut.
Listen, as a Florida fella, I've always had a hard time thinking of states north of me as the South.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, when the McCree style accent comes through, I'm like, okay.
The McCree style accent.
Opa McCree style.
Opa McCree style, baby. That's how I try to live my life.
Hey, sexy fish.
Opa McCree style is the most Brooks set of 3 words put together I can think of.
Absolutely.
Most millennials will say Opaganda Las Luces, but I will say Opa McCree style.
God. Fucking, alright. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Opa Gangnam Las Luces.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Let's fucking go. Sorry I didn't know about the story for the podcast we did.
It's good. It's all worth it.
That's
for this.
okay. We're getting the requisite amount of content in now. It's good.
It's due to me and my very good summaries that make sense.
Opa Blackwatch style, baby. Let's housekeep.
Let's housekeep.
I'm housekeeping, baby.
We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/podrecesses.
If you throw treats in our mouth, we'll throw some more treats at you.
Yeah. If you want to give us $1 of treat a month, you can be a disciple in both Spirit and our Discord, and you get access to our bonus content, including She's in Good iPad, where we read Scum Villain, and also #BlessUp, where we watch Heaven Official's Blessing. And you get our Untamed commentary tracks, which we gotta do some more of.
Yeah, we will do some Untamed riff tracks in a second or two here.
Yeah. If you want to give us $5 a month, you can be a sec leader. You get all of the bonus content and all that stuff. You get a little thank you shout out on the episodes, and you get a little mini print, and I'm waiting for those to come in the mail so I can send them out. And last but not least, if you want to give us $10 entire a month.
Hell yes.
Fuck yeah. You can be a chief cultivator of the show. That's your Discord role. That's you in real life, in body and soul.
Yeah.
You get all the stuff we just talked about, and you get a wall of 3,000 takes poster, full-size poster, big old thing to put on your wall.
Yeah.
We made it to our $125 a month goal.
We fucking did it, y'all. So that means that every patron...
Yes.
Thank you very much. I know it was all Brooks.
I couldn't have done it without Brooks.
Could have done it without old Brooks. So every patron of ours will be receiving a little enamel correct takes fan. We're going to try and get that in the works, hopefully within the next month. It's probably going to take a little bit of time, but we're gonna try and do that as a treat. And thank you, all of you, so much for supporting the pod. We love, respect, and appreciate you. Could not and would not be here without you.
Whips ass.
Big ups.
I don't know what to do for our next goal. If we should do something.
We'll think about it.
We'll think of something.
Stewie pin.
So,
Stewie pin, yeah.
With that said, thank you.
Stewie pin.
It's time to get it. It's going to be a Stewie pin. It's going to be.
It's official podcast art of Wei Wuxian doing the McNuggies image.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Wei Wuxian as Stewie.
Yes.
He's Stewie.
Or Stewie as Wei Wuxian.
That's right.
Yes.
Absolutely. Stewie dressed up as Wei Wuxian. That's going to be the next pin. Get ready, folks. So, with that, want to give a big shout out to our $5 sect leaders: Lenny W, Lena, Rachel W, Audrey F, Elvier, name redacted, Sky, Essie, and 420 sect leader Sarah. Thank you for supporting us.
And big ol' $10 thank you to our chief cultivators of the show: Scout, Colin, Air to Athens, Caroline, Jay, Jenna, and Milk. Thank you so fucking much.
Milk tipped us over into that $125 a month, so we are forever indebted to her. We appreciate her. Thank you very much.
Please
to the work.
Go listen to Attack on Titan.
Go listen to Attack on Titan. It's a fucking phenomenal show.
It's very good.
It's a phenomenal show about a terrible show. Yeah. So, and thank you.
Yeah.
To Noisepace.xyz for hosting this podcast.
Fuck yes. Thank you, Sec Leader Matt.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Go to Noisepace.xyz. Check out some podcasts. You can listen to Special Grade Snacks. We've been binging that because we watched a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen the other day.
We watched Jujutsu Kaisen.
Can I say? Show's good.
It fucks. I'm gonna come out and say it. I know it's controversial, considering it's one of the most popular shonen anime on the market right now, but it's great. It's a good anime.
Show's good.
Sorry about it.
I'm Roy. I'm on Twitter at _Banui_. I have a Mode Outside blog. I don't really use it a whole lot. I have another podcast, also on Noisepace, called Not a Roy's Nightmare and Era. It's very good. I have a good time. We read some Slime Beast stuff this past weekend. I do streams sometimes.
And the streams are always a good time. I show up on the streams sometimes.
Yeah!
Because I live here.
You can also look at all of my just general shit at royhub.card.co.
She does
Great
art
site.
commissions.
Great
She
site.
does the writing.
I do things.
She's multi-talented. Hire this dog.
I'm doing content.
Hire the bunny.
Mr. Content.
Render onto Roy.
Render unto Roy that which is Roy's.
Yeah.
And I'm Fallon. Once again, I am on Twitter at America's Burden. I don't have a whole heck of a lot going on.
America's Burton parentheses Tim.
I'm on private right now, but please feel free to send a follow request. It's totally fine.
Fuck yeah. Brooks, where can we find you and what kinds of things do you get up to?
Yeah, sure. So if you liked this, if you liked this, but you wondered what it would be like if I was talking about something that I knew about, and you liked our many asides to Seth MacFarlane products and Rick Morty. I do a bunch of podcasts over at You Love to Hear It on Twitter with my friend Eddie, who's sort of in the noise space extended universe.
Yes.
Right now we're doing Fun Point, which is a musical podcast where we listen to like Aaron Carter and Vince Staples and Mitski and stuff like that. And then we're also doing Chance Ball, which is a sports anime pod. We're going season by season over a bunch of different stuff. Right now we're doing Haikyuu season 1. I'm meeting a bunch of boys who are nice and talented.
Yes.
And also all of my shows have beautiful art because Roy did it to them. And
Gosh.
Drew captured my skin tone perfectly. Unironically, not a bit.
Just hit FFFF00000, just like me, dude. Just like me.
It's like it's Vanta White, and it's
same.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm over there. We're posting about what if Stewie was what if Stewie played basketball? What would that be like? Would you laugh? That's what we sort of talk about. We also did post Game of Thrones, which is a Game of Thrones thing, and that's a lot of people listen to that. But that's over now, and it's dead, and it's never coming back. So,
I mean, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones and would like to not be anymore, please watch post Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Don't listen to it if you like it, and you'd get mad at me. But we don't like the show, and we talk shit about it even before everybody else did. So jot that down.
I think as far as Game of Thrones anti-content goes, it's the best of the best.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's
absolutely
happy to play a small role in cyberbullying the creators years after the show ended.
They deserve it. There's no one who deserves it more.
Making a backslash frown with my mouth. You can find Pod Recesses the Us at cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com and on twitter.com/cloudrecess. You get one pod.
One.
You download us, subscribe to us, whatever the fuck. Give us some reviews. We like that.
Comment, rate, subscribe.
Hit the bell, fam. If you're 18 and up, you can also be in our Discord where we talk about dumb shit.
It's pretty good, in my opinion. It's a pretty good Discord.
It's a pretty good Discord. We have a good time. We like to have fun.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for us today.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what we say at the end of every episode?
I think we say Semper Bunny, bro.
We say Semper Bunny.
Might say Semper Bunny.
Semper Bunny. You are all my nephews now.
Devil has been solved. Semper Bunny, everybody.
Bye.